Hey, it's still Tribulation Day 102. I didn't really know where the first video blog kind of cut out. I guess, it's one of these days where I'm just being a big windbag and, talking a little too much. But anyway, I wanted to just finish up my thoughts. I was kind of touching on the whole aliens thing. I personally believe in aliens myself, even though despite all the proof that seems to be out there, I can't definitively say they're here or they're coming back or that they even exist. But all the ancient, artifacts to me point to that there were aliens here. The development of humankind on this planet sure looks like alien involvement because, I think genetically it looks like humans have modified DNA, and if you look at our development as a culture and a society, it sure seems like knowledge sprang out of nowhere, which means somebody gave it to us. But even recently, there seems to be alien sightings everywhere. Lights in the skies, weird spirals, whatever. So, could the aliens, could the Anunnaki be coming back? Nibiru? Hey, maybe, but where the hell's that planet, man? Or is there a big conspiracy and it's all being covered up? I don't know. But these are all questions that need to be answered. But what I found interesting is our whole space program, to me, is one big mystery, man. Obama basically canceled it, and the theory is we're going to rely on the Russians for the next, 10, 20 years until we somehow get our acts together. But already, we're only about a month away from the last shuttle that got launched back in July. And already the Russians, one of their rockets failed, and the supplies to the space station aren't going to make it, and it looks like it might turn into some kind of a situation of how do we get our astronauts back out of that space station, So, can Russia actually support our space needs? I doubt it. So whoever came up with that plan, brilliant. I'm gonna blame it on Obama. But, the whole space program, I've never bought into it. I thought there was some kind of a cover-up there, too. I think we got to the moon, but I think when we got there, something happened. So that's why we stopped going there, And there's been some movies, I think Transformers 3, there's a movie coming out in the next week or so, which is going to show that there's something up there on the moon. The moon, to me, is a big mystery, man. I've talked to some NASA scientists, and I've kind of thought that maybe it's a foreign satellite, like the moon isn't natural to Earth. It's part of that whole Nibiru celestial battle thing. But I always asked the question, was like, what, how come the moon isn't made up of the same stuff the Earth is? Like if the moon was like blown out from a chunk of the Earth, or it coalesced from the same materials that the Earth was made from, shouldn't there be all the same stuff on the moon? Water, iron, oil, gold, whatever. And if so, why are we not up there using it? Because if you actually look at the whole history of the space program, they'll say, oh, it was a race to the moon, we had to beat the Russians. What for? What the hell do we have to beat the Russians for? Because at this point they won the race. They're still going into space, we're not. And the other thing is, we seem to collect some rocks and play a little golf and do some jogging on the moon, and it seems like, everybody was like, oh, the moon rocks had nothing in them, they were just dust. The whole moon is just, a big dust ball, a big hair ball, But I don't buy that, man. So, I just think, something weird is going on with the whole space program. Maybe it's the aliens saying, you know what, we're looking at you fools down there on the planet, and you're about to exterminate yourselves, so, you're not going out into space. We're not going to let you spread to other planets. You can't even get along on your own planet. So forget about it. So maybe that's what's going on. And, the other thing is the extreme weather. Maybe we're going to have a pole shift, maybe there's an approaching star. I don't know what the hell's going on. But to me, the Earth definitely seems like it's in some kind of a change on a global level. We just had the big earthquake in Washington. That's the first time in my lifetime. I'm 49 years old, and I have never seen an earthquake of that size hit the eastern seaboard. Of course, we got Hurricane Irene that is going to make landfall probably Friday, Saturday, over the weekend. They're saying it's going to be a Category 4, maybe a Category 5. Could be another Katrina in the making. I don't think it's going to flood, any of the cities the way it did New Orleans, But that being said, it's going to flood a lot of stuff. You know, hurricanes, that's just the nature of them. They were saying the last big hurricane that hit the East Coast was back in, you know, I think it was the early 90s or something, but it actually killed 52 people. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if Irene actually does more damage. And, you know, just one other little note. Here's the Mercury News. It's the local newspaper. But here is one of the headlines today. It says, Valley is cool on so many levels. And they're not talking about cool as in technology. They're talking about the weather. And what they said is we just had the coolest August in 35 years. So, you know, I've been pointing out how the weather's freaky around here, that it's getting really cold in the morning, that, you know, there's all these freaky clouds. Well, you know what? It's not my imagination. You know, there it is, right there in the paper, that something abnormal is going on. So, you know, once again, you know, the few people that are like, hey, man, you know, there's nothing going on, that's normal, you know, once again, pull your head out of your you-know-what and wake the hell up. It's not too late. You know, if enough people become conscious of what's going on and actually, you know, revalue what's important to them and take the steps to learn how to confront life, to confront themselves, to confront others, to confront the world, and to confront reality, we just might change this world into a better place, and we might just make it through this tribulation. Because it's coming, man. Brace for the first wave. I'm going to go out there and do something positive today. Still, I'm looking for a job, actually, right now. Anybody knows about a job, let me know. But anyway, keep the faith, keep on rocking. Peace. The tribulation continues.